Hello, everyone, and welcome again to another episode of Teen Titans Roll. Quick thing, again, as usual, before we start the main episode, we have two announcements this time that we'd like to do a quick plug. First up is our resident Roy Harper, Shane. What do you got for us, bud?
Hey guys, if any of you were there for the live stream that we did of Teen Titans Roll, you may have caught the fact that I was participating in an Extra Life charity event. That was a massive success. A lot of people turned up, and we ended up hitting our goal within the first hour and a half of the 24-hour stream. We actually hit the goal twice, and have decided to keep the donation link up for the rest of the year. And we're even talking about doing another D&D charity event where I will be running a Christmas-themed one-shot. And the donation link for that will be in the video description. And once things are set in stone, I'm sure I will share with Alfie all the details about how you can watch this event and how you can help raise money for children in need.
On a similar but equally awesome note, we have another charity event going on for people from this channel who may enjoy Dragon Ball What Ifs. Kind of a all-star cast. To celebrate that, let's go to Smugstick.
Yo, what's good, fellas? Good to see y'all again. I'm glad you guys are tuning in for Teen Titans Roll. I've got an announcement. So, Carthu's Dojo, you guys probably know that fella. He invited me and some other What If YouTubers you might know. We're doing a charity live stream on his channel December 6th at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Masako's gonna be there. You guys know Masako. Salad's gonna be there. Carthu, it's his channel. He's of course gonna be there. And the guest of honor, me, I'm gonna be there. So you guys better tune in. Let's raise some money for children so they can have a good Christmas and all that good stuff.
Lots of festive cheer abound at the moment with all of the many corners. But on something less cheerful and far more sinister, mysterious, inciting, the wonderful, weird, wacky world we have to enter, known as Teen Titans Roll. Okay, where we last left off, the Teen Titans had a relatively impromptu therapy session spurred on by the surprise introduction of Donna Troy, Wonder Girl, who's still on unsure footing with the rest of the team. She has a bit of a connection with Raven, given the ordeal they went through, but many of the others still aren't sure what to feel about her, and likewise on her front. Unfortunately, before any real headway could be made, a young Indian, seemingly sorceress, arrived at the Teen Titans headquarters with unfortunate news about their current predicament in the city. The mayor, Stephen Flashman, had made a prior appointment with Starfire and has seemingly roped the Teen Titans into doing a bit of community service. There is a prisoner en route to Colmena Island, just outside the bay of Jump City, one of the maximum security prisons for metahumans and the like, carrying a dangerous and ancient foe known as Vandal Savage. what will become of the Teen Titans and who just is this prisoner that so many people seem to be worried about, Robin in particular. We shall find out as we part through the clouds and we go deeper into Jump City than we have been before. This time to the mayoral office in City Hall. We see Stephen Flashman pacing about his room back and forth, seemingly nervous, but with that joyous pep in his step that he always seems to keep. He rubs his mustache and raises his eyebrow before going to his phone and dialing a number. Yes, I believe they should be ready. I'll call you when I have the conversation. We then pan out of the room, back into City Hall though, into the main lobby, where amongst the general salarymen and salarywomen and general workplace commotion that goes on in the busy Jump City halls, we see a awkward bunch of teenage superheroes in full costume waiting on lobby chairs for them to be called in. Robin, Starfire, Speedy, Superboy, Raven, and the dragged along Wonder Girl are waiting to be called into the mayor to get the full report on what their mission is. They've been here for about half an hour, and it's not exactly a exciting sight in City Hall.
Bored.
Yeah, I gotta agree with them.
How long have they kept us waiting now? Half an hour? Do you think we can just barge in?
Why, you got some?
I can barge in. I'm gonna go to the door and start knocking. Super speed knocking.
Super speed knocking. Boom, 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 boom. Many of the people in the room just like turn at what seems to be like an oncoming earthquake, but then take a bit of a breath as they see it's just Superboy slamming the living daylights out of a poor door. Someone familiar walks up to you and taps you lightly on the shoulder. It's Jinx, and she's not too impressed with this rambunctious display. Excuse me, I think it's okay if you can wait. You don't have to make a scene.
I'm gonna turn around, rather than do it hard. I'm not gonna do it hard. I'm gonna really soft, but I'm gonna continue to knock, but on her head.
Okay, are you done?
I giggle.
Is everyone impressed? Have you got your daily attention for today? Do you need a juice box?
What are we even waiting for? Can we just... What's so important that he can't accommodate? I say it really loud. The Teen Titans!
I will face palm.
You hear like one lone cough. I think you guys are overrating your importance. This is your chance at the big time, but you're not exactly the Justice League now, are you? Mr. Flashman is very busy, and he's securing probably the highest rated prisoner we've had so far in Jump City. So if you'd just like to wait with your friends and, I don't know, maybe discuss a plan of action or whatever, we'll call you when you're needed. Oh, and by the way, if you touch me again, I'll show you exactly why Superman doesn't fuck with magic users.
Oh my god.
Purple-haired
I'm actually like
back.
cold.
Damn.
If they need us to assist with this prisoner, surely we must be the ones that are important in this situation, no? Or is your police force able to handle them on their own?
No, we are not. So, you are here for a reason. Just keep your pet Kryptonian in line next time. Okay. She just kind of walks off and then goes back to reading like a magazine.
I do not like her.
I don't think anybody does.
For the record, I have my own pet. I say just to the team. I know of a pet, but that's besides the point. I'm not that pet.
Do not tell Robin. He will not take kindly to you bringing unknown animals into the tower.
Can I use my intel ability outside of a battle or no?
Yes, you can use that any time. You are
Okay.
trained by the world's greatest detective, after all.
Okay, perfect. So I'm gonna huddle all the team together real quick and be like, "Hey, guys, quit screwing around. I have some information for us." So I'm gonna huddle everybody around, and I'm gonna roll for my little intel ability so we can talk about exactly who Vandal Savage is and what we need to prepare for.
Okay.
Okay.
So just 2d6s, right? And does Insecure minus those? I don't think it does.
No, because that's your own ability.
Okay, cool. I got
Yeah.
a 9.
Okay. I believe you get to ask me on a 9 just the one question.
Right. Sorry, I'm just trying to pull up the list. I'm not prepared. Sorry.
It's no worries.
Okay, so how do we end this quickly?
Okay.
Either
So
one.
to end this quickly, you will have to be vigilant and keep an eye out for any what's a good word to phrase that? Keep an eye out for any people trying to prevent the package from reaching its destination.
Okay, so given that I'm trained by the world's greatest detective, can I have background information on Vandal Savage and explain it to them that is outside the realm of this role, or no?
Isn't there, like, believe me, that's like a second ability called Check the Files, if I'm correct?
I thought that's what I was just using.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the same thing. Yeah, so yeah, you'll have...
Yeah.
You'll be able to use your background knowledge on Vandal Savage. Do you want me to give you anything specific, or do you just want to use your comic book know-how as is?
I was just going to use comic booky know-how, but if you have a specific idea in mind, I don't want to muck with it.
I'm not changing too much about Vandal Savage, so yeah, you should be fine.
Okay, so that's fine. I'll just kind of roll with whatever he does then. Okay, so I huddle all the team together and I'm like, okay, so I don't know how many of you have dealt with Vandal Savage before, but the basic rundown is he was a caveman in prehistoric times who slept next to a meteorite, and the radiation from the meteorite gave him immortality. Him and another guy who became his arch nemesis kind of go at each other all the time, but this other dude isn't super helpful. He basically just dies and revives himself every couple of centuries, and he's never actually done much to damage Vandal Savage, so we don't have to worry about him. But Vandal Savage has been around since the dawn of time. He's been in ancient Rome, he's been with Alexander the Great, he's been in ancient China, he's been all over the world, and he is dangerous. He's also got legions and legions of followers, not unlike the League of Assassins, which means if we're transporting him, there is a good chance that some of his acolytes might be following a rough behind him to try and break him out. There's also the possibility that if Vandal Savage is captured and going somewhere, he probably wanted to be captured. So if he talks to you, don't listen to him. And if someone comes to try and break him out, don't be surprised if they are willing to die for the Vandal Savage.
Groovy.
Intense.
He is very intense, which means we need to stay close together and keep an eye on each other, or he will take us apart.
Like physically, or
Probably.
More ways than one. Let's just leave it at that.
How do we beat him if it comes to that? How do we beat an immortal?
In the past, the best way to get to him is to play on his ego, and he just kind of beats himself. We're not going to be able to do much damage to him, no matter how much power we throw at him, because he's immortal. But if we can bind him down, if we can make him angry, if we make him lose focus, we should be more than fine. Luckily for us, he's probably already in chains.
So as Robin is delivering his very efficient plan, showing a little, uniting the team a little bit after they seem to show some doubts in the previous days, we see a couple of police officers, one younger, kind of shaking around and fiddling with their hat, and an older male standing next to him who's much more straightforward and standing upright. And Starfire, Superboy, you notice a little bit of stink eye from this older male towards you two specifically. But he walks away and enters Flashman's office with his younger rookie partner. So that's just what happened around you, and whatever you want to do with that information, feel free, but you're not being called in yet still. You're still in City Hall, but you're free to wander around.
I'm gonna go for a little walk.
I'm gonna reach out for Roy, grab him by the shoulder, and be like, hey, I don't think that's a good idea right now. We want to stay on alert, and we want to stay together in case something happens with Vandal Savage.
Well, once we're actually on the mission, I will be sure to stay with my buddy. But right now, I need a little air. It's a little stuffy in here.
Would bit him in the butt.
Do I have
I
influence
just
over
go
Roy?
to Dick aside and ask him what he wants me to do.
Yeah, you can go ahead.
Since I'm new here, and obviously you still don't know much about
Yeah, Robin, you have
what-
influence.
what's my role here.
Did that come through okay, or was that was a bit scattery?
I didn't hear anything.
I heard her.
I think I picked up a little about just she was asking Robin specifically, hey, I'm kind of new here. I don't know what I'm even doing here. I'm not part of the Teen Titans and stuff. And if you want to rephrase that again and see if you can hear that a little better, what the girl feel free.
So because you don't know much and obviously you're a team, what's my role here?
So, Donna, you've got two options. If you want to hang with us and you want to help out, we could definitely use it. I can give you a little communicator. You can just keep it in your ear and talk to the rest of the team, and we could figure out a plan and how to use your strength to help take down Vandal Savage if it comes to that. Or, if you don't want to risk it, which I totally understand, and you'd rather wait for Wonder Woman, I can have Raven or Starfire or somebody drop you off at the tower, and you can chill there until Wonder Woman gets here. It's totally up to you. We could use your help, but at the same time, you don't have to take any responsibility for this right now.
Well, from what you said about this guy, you probably all the strength and power you can get, so I'm not going to walk away from that.
Okay, well, I guess you're going to be an honorary Titan after all, and I hand her a little communicator with a handshake.
I take the communicator and fix it in place. And then
And for
shake Robin's hand.
For Donna as well, I just want to jump in and make sure as well, because you've had a cool little moment here with Robin. So for you two, this would normally be a time where you can decide if to give influence to the other person, if this is a legitimate I'm putting my faith in you kind of moment, equally. So Donna, you can be I give influence to Robin now, or Robin, you can look at influence to Donna. You don't have to, but this is kind of the thing of letting you decide if this is sincere or not.
So I'm gonna say, since Robin was a little emotionally off kilter last week because of Donna, and now he's extending a membership to Donna, I'm gonna go ahead and let Donna have influence over Dick, which I think so far is the only person except for Batman.
There's a little bit of growth there. I like to see it. What about you, Donna? Are you gonna let Robin have influence over you?
I think so. She respects his leadership and she understands where he was coming from when he was being quite grumpy and hostile towards her in the tower.
Okay, awesome. So yeah, there we have a little bit of game mechanics at play working with RP. You love to see it. Okay, so while that is happening, Roy, you said you were going out for air. So you're leaving City Hall, I'm assuming, like just outside, or do you have like a destination in mind?
Just outside, like by the side of the building. I'm not going too far in case they need me, but yeah, I'm just going outside.
Is anyone following him or trying to meet him, or we just letting Roy kind of vibe on his own? Okay, all good. Oh, yeah. Okay, so Roy, you're outside, and while you are outside, because you have like trained marksman eyes and incredible vision, you do notice that there, like in the distance, like there's nothing you can really do about it. But again, your vision's like really good compared to most people. You notice there's a couple of helicopters just kind of going around the city limits. So yeah, that's keeping in your mind a little bit. There's nothing.
Yeah, that is a little strange. But now I'm actually going to do the actual reason why I came outside. I'm going to pull out the cell phone that Dick bought me. And I'm going to make a phone call.
Okay, who you call?
I'm calling my sponsor.
So we got a ding 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 ding.
Hello.
Hey, Jonesy.
Roy? Little Speedy? How are you, man?
You want the honest answer, or...
Hey, if something's eating you, you can tell me.
Honestly, I don't know. Have you been reading the papers lately?
The papers in Gotham normally have my friends getting beat up, so it's kind of depressing.
Well, Robin and I moved to a new city. We got a little team going on, and God, it's just been really hard. Every day I've just been wanting to crawl back into a bottle. I just don't know what's going on anymore.
Kid. Look, I've been in so many gangs myself. I know what it feels like to get in with a crowd and thinking that's gonna solve your problems. It ain't. You can't rely on others, but you can't blame them either. These kids you're with, Bird Boy and whatever, are they good to you?
It's a bit early to tell for that, but there's a few good eggs.
I'm glad to hear that. I don't want you running with no crowds I ran with. But you haven't had any slips, have you?
Thankfully, no. I've been taking my meds, so my cravings have been sated for the most part. I haven't had any slips.
Have you talked to anyone else? You talked to Dinah.
I haven't seen Dinah in over a year, Jonesy. That's why I came to Gotham in the first place. I heard she was running with Batgirl and some other people, but they were nowhere around when I came.
You got good people in your life, kid. Don't lock yourself away from them. I'd have killed to have the people you are when I was your age. Don't hide in your shell, kid. It ain't good.
Thanks, man.
Do you need anything? You good for money?
Yeah, no, I'm good for money. I don't really want for a lot. But I hope you're doing good. You picked up your cell phone, so you're not in Blackgate.
Not yet. Here's hoping. Look, I won't keep you, but unless I'm 5 feet under, I'm always gonna pick up for you. You're a good kid, Roy. You got a big heart. If you need me to come over, I don't mind tussling with the bird boy if he gets on your case.
Well, I think you may want to tussle with some of the other people in our group. We don't just got Robin. We got the Superboy.
Oh, crikes. You have a good time with that. You sound better. Just keep in touch, okay?
I will, Jonesy. It's always nice talking to you.
Love you, Speedy. Take care.
Give my best to June.
Ugh.
I'm gonna head back inside.
Okay. The rest of the Titans. What are you doing in the meantime? Before, in the Invictaville, before Roy comes back.
Talking about the Sopranos.
Okay. So Roy comes in, seemingly a little better. But as he does, Jinx also walks in with a little bit more of a serious face than her usual condemnation. Okay, Mr. Flashman, we'll see you now, if you'd come this way.
Let's go.
So you guys headed to the main hall, to the mayoral office, and you see those two guards from before, and Stephen Flashman on his desk, looking quite serious, until he hears the door open, and he parks up, and he's like, "Greetings, true believers! Why, it's so good to see you kids all again. How you been?"
Oh, Flashman.
Well, I suppose we would be better if we had not just waited for 45 minutes in that room, but...
It
doing
builds
okay.
anticipation and character. Wouldn't you agree? I'm so happy, you decided to make the time to help me with my teensy tiny little super villain problem. How exciting. I haven't had a chance to meet the rest of you kids. Superboy, I hear you're the leader of the team. Wow, what a character.
I sure am, sir!
He walks up to Superboy, puts his arm around you, and he's like, "Kid, you've got an eye for show business. I can respect that."
Oh man, my arm's around him too. Oh! Squeezing maybe a tiny bit too hard.
But yet you notice he doesn't seem bothered by it.
Oh, all right. Oh man, I love him. This guy, I'm gonna take him. You get a load of this guy.
Excelsior. Anyway, Superboy, I know your team has kinda gone around a bit and run ragged, fighting ghosts and ghouls and whatnot. But we just need a little help with a nasty customer, Mr. Vandal Savage. I assume my lovely secretary Jinx has brought you in, and then when she underestimates, she says, "Assistant," and then he's like, "Yeah, okay." She's probably informed you, but the details of the mission are, I'm gonna need you guys to hang in with the convoy. I'm gonna need some people inside with him so he doesn't break out and bite anyone. I'm gonna need some people watching the convoy, and if any of you guys can fly, it'd probably be good to watch the skies in case any people try and disrupt us that way. We're gonna have a straight shot from would you need the maps? Yeah. Shoot me the map. So Jinx comes out and she sends out the map, and you see the basic idea of where you're heading. Vandal Savage is being transferred at Geneva Avenue, and you'll be traveling through the Southeast Road for a decent bit. You'll arrive at the Civic Center, cross over to Union Square, and then it's just a straight shot to Chinatown, and you'll be at the bay, ready to hop on a boat and send to the island. See, it's as easy as 1, 2, 3. Could you believe it? My people, absolutely fantastic. Does that sound all good, Superboy? Do you need any more info?
Let me check with the team real quick. All right, guys. Do we need anything else? I think that sounded good enough for me.
Does he not know the meaning of the word lovely? Because he described her as lovely, and I do not think that she is very lovely. But no, I don't think that we need more information. We are just guarding this van. Simple, yes?
I mean,
It sounds
easy
simple enough.
Things can get complicated very quickly.
We're used to this sort of thing.
You just like him because he complimented you. You don't even care about the mission. You're just happy because he gave you what you wanted.
I'm gonna elbow her.
Ow!
Alrighty. Well, this seems simple enough. Everybody, get your gear, get stat. We'll be outside in 5 minutes, okay? And then I want to walk off a little bit and call Batman while we get ready.
Does anyone else have any prior plans before we enact the mission itself? Okie dokie then. So the team, you will prepare, you do your various weapons checks and powers checks and whatnot as you move to the area. Robin, you have your bit now to finally check your phone, I suppose.
So I'll check my phone and I notice I've got a message from somebody, but I'm going to ignore it immediately and just call Bruce. Because my head's got to be in the game.
So you're like... No pickup.
Alright, and then I'll call him again.
Hello, you have reached the Wayne Manor residence.
Alfred? Is Bruce there?
Master Richard. Oh, it's so good to hear your voice.
It's good to hear yours too, Alfie. How you been?
Oh, well, busy as ever, I suppose. Jason continues to perplex me on some days, but he is a lovely boy. I assume you're inquiring about Master Bruce. I'm afraid he is currently indisposed on, I believe, a Justice League matter.
Any chance you'll be back anytime soon?
As with these things, I have perished the thought. Master Bruce tends to always start on one adventure and wind up in 5 others, I assume.
Alright, well, just let him know that the team and I are off on a mission, and if he hears anything about Vandal Savage on the news, to give me a call.
My word, are you sure you'll be alright, boy? That's quite a foe to tackle on such short notice.
I think I'll be fine. Alfie, before I go, how's Barbara been lately?
I'm afraid Miss Gordon hasn't paid us a visit since your absence.
Oh, well that's too bad. Alrighty, well I'll call you after this is over, okay?
Please do. It is always a relief to check on you.
Anytime you want to leave the old man and come work for us, I will hire you on the minute.
Oh, please, if I am leaving the old man, I'm heading back to theatre. You can join me there.
Sounds like a plan. I'll see you, Alfie.
Take care. So, boom. So Batman is currently in some Justice League business, which might also explain why Wonder Woman is still not showing up.
Alright, so I regroup with the team and we get ready to head out.
Okay, so you arrive and see this behemoth of an armored truck. It's covered head to toe in weapons and armor plating and kind of this ugly mashed together beast of a thing. You have a squad of some mechanical robots that have been designed by the Jump City's Science Department to help prepare, and 3 living officers. You have Lieutenant Oda, who will be your driver. You have Officer Kuba, who is the old man, the older officer who was giving the stink eye earlier. And then you also have just so I can make sure I've got names correct. Officer Ikimoto, who is the younger one, who's kind of nervous and seems to be this is his first big assignment. Jinx is also there, but she's informed that she won't be staying on for the mission. She's just there to make sure you don't mess up the setup. And inside, you know there is Vandal Savage, but you have not met him yet. You know the plan is to basically escort the convoy. How you plan to do that, if you're going to do it as one big group, if you're going to split up into teams, if some people are going to come to some areas, some people are going to go on ahead, is all up to the side.
Well, I would be glad to fly over the vehicle. Keep an eye on it from the sky.
Yeah, so Raven and Starfire, if you two want to hover just a little bit above ground and keep an eye on things, that'll work. And then Speedy, Superboy, Donna, and I will just circle around Vandal and stay close as a group because we don't want to split up and we don't want to be outside of each other's eye lines.
I can get a bird's eye view as well. Stay on the rooftops, get a good vantage point.
That works, just be careful.
Will do.
So we're just going through the city, right? Like we're not going off anywhere else.
No, just through the city. Just from the top of the city down to the bay. It's like a straight
I'm
shot.
looking at the map. So it's the red line. Is that what I'm looking at?
No, I wish I was that prepared.
That's something else. That's something from the map. Okay.
Yeah. Let me just straight up post the little route I had written out for people. But yeah. So are you all happy with the postings Robin has given you, or are there any objections?
It's fine by me.
I'm good.
Okay. Alright, pasting that there so you can have a general idea. And like I say, you don't need to memorize this or have this on heart. I'll keep you through it, but it's if you want to do some like top tier planning like mission mode stuff, I thought I'd give you all the tools if you do want to do that. If you don't want to play like that, that's fine though. So yeah.
I think it works. Yeah.
So you're about to head off. Are the people who are staying with the convoy gonna enter and sit with the prisoner, or are you guys gonna all stay outside and kind of like use your various vehicles and whatnot to basically hang out?
I think Robin said to go inside and stay with him, right? Is that correct?
Yeah, that was my inclination. Because if we're all outside on vehicles, it's way too easy to get separated.
Right. Yeah. So I think Raven and Starfire, flying above the vehicle, while the rest of us, Speed is gonna be in the rooftops.
Yeah, so Speedy's on top of the truck, Raven and Starfire are flying, and then Donna, Superboy, and I are inside with the guards and Vandal Savage.
Okay.
Maybe one of us just stay outside of the
Gonna
room.
get a good cardio workout today.
So maybe two of us in the room, one of us outside of the room, just in case, to see if anything gets through.
You mean like somebody sitting in like the passenger seat or something?
Yeah, something like that. I assume I'm picturing. I don't know if I'm picturing the thing right or not.
I mean, you ever watched The Dark Knight where they're escorting Harvey Dent? Just imagine that.
Oh, so it's just like a truck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we can't really do that. Okay, then I guess it works if all three of us are in there. Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so as Speedy heads off, I'm assuming using like his grappling hook or borrowing Robin's R-cycle to try and be able to keep up with the truck.
Yeah.
Raven and Starfire hovering up above amongst themselves. You guys open up the doors and you see in a straitjacket with Hannibal Lecter style mouth covering Vandal Savage, just like this. And then as you enter and see you, he's just like, Titans. It has been a long time since I've seen you.
I don't know what that means.
Don't let him talk to you too much, or else he's gonna try and confuse you, or try and get under your skin. Just ignore him.
Understood.
Got it.
I think we'd be past that at this point. Unless... No. Oh, I see now. Oh, that is funny. And he just kind of keeps to himself.
Ominous music plays.
Yeah, on this cue the sound cue editor outfit. So you guys begin to drive off, and the driver is just like, all right, so everyone get comfy back there. Keep amongst yourselves and don't mess anything with him. We should have about an hour's drive. So keep cool, keep calm, and we'll have a lovely time. And then the other officer, Officer Kubo, just kind of looks to the side and mumbles under his breath. It's like, would have been better without bringing in damn aliens. He kind of keeps amongst himself, and then you start driving. So Speedy, you're the one who is deepest into the city at the moment. You have the kind of the layout of what things to go on. What's your move? How are you getting set up?
Well, my setup is obviously going to be going over the rooftop, and I'm going to be using a series of grappling hooks, zip lines, whatever I can to keep pace and take shortcuts across the streets as they're turning and things like that.
Alright, Raven.
Hardcore parkour.
Hardcore parkour. Raven and Starfire, you two are flying together, and you have a little bit of time amongst yourselves because you two are kind of just like in the cold on your own together at the moment to kind of pass the time and chit chat, and also just kind of discuss all the craziness that have been swept up in today.
We're just gonna kind of like sit there in like awkward silence because we don't really talk, we don't really interact that much. So Raven's just kind of like trying to keep to herself, and Starfire's kind of trying to find conversation topics, like, and then just stops.
Yeah, exactly. Raven's just having none of it. Starfire's like, so you like the color black? That's fun. And Raven's like, yeah.
Yeah. Good observation.
Thank you.
Part of me wants just to like stay there and keep the awkward silence to make it legit. But yeah, you two are flying and keeping an eye out. You don't notice anything aside from Roy's incredible show of athleticism off in the distance. I keep an eye on that. And then back in the convoy itself, the rest of the Titans having a bit of an awkward sit down with the prisoner, who hasn't said anything yet, but he's keeping quiet. But you're in the prison then, and next to Wonder Gal is the nervous cop Ikemoto, who's kind of just like keeping to himself and looking quite in over his head. But Robin, Superboy are on the other chair, and then behind like a glass like protective barrier is Mr. Savage.
So Robin's clearly anxious as hell, and he's just like tapping his foot like crazy and like spin a burnerang in his hand just because he wants something to do, waiting for something to hit.
Just glaring at Savage. Just like, I'm not nervous. I don't know this guy. Like, I don't actually feel a threat. Just a dude. I mean, I understand what Robin says, and I don't doubt him, but it's just like, this guy can't be that bad. But I'm just watching.
I'm just sitting awkwardly. The same as well, because I don't really know him either. I don't know how big a threat he is. According to Robin, he's quite a big threat. So, she's.
So the nervous copy Ikemoto kind of turns to Donna, and he's kind of like, I've never seen any superheroes around my age. Is this your guys' first time too, or this is pretty crazy, huh?
I've been at this for a while. Well, this is my first time doing a mission like this, especially with someone like him. You'll be good, pal.
Cool. And he's like kind of clutching like a shotgun, kind of nervously.
I see what you're doing. Hey man, I'm Superboy. You're all right. Trust me. Please, be careful with that thing.
Yeah. Promise. Cool. And then you see Savage, his eyes kind of dart around, and he's just kind of, at the mention of like youth, he keeps chuckling to himself. He's like, oh, to think it would work out like this. You have so much to look forward to. No response still. You've trained well, haven't you? I wonder, do you know yet what's going to happen, little bird? What's going
I'm
to
just like-
happen to you and the bat? No, you don't.
I'm just staring him down. I'm just like staring him down with like evil eyes at this point through my mask.
Yeah, you can tell he's getting like a kick out of that. The fact that you're doing the Batman face is like making him smile.
And I can't do it well either, so like it doesn't look as intimidating as it should.
It's not. It's like this guy laughs at Batman proper. You are a child in dress up to him. Okay. So while that display is happening, Roy, just ahead, you see a couple of cars, two like black SUVs that have been following the convoy for a couple of blocks now. You're just passing up to where the Civic Center is, and they're beginning to pick up speed.
Alright, do they have license plates? Or are they unmarked?
They have license plates, yes.
Alright, I'm just gonna go into my tap my communicator on my ear and just relay the fact that you've got incoming 2 SUVs, black. Okay. I've got their plates, though possibly stolen.
Copy that. I'm gonna head out and take a look with you, and Superboy and Donna are gonna stay here with Vandal Savage. And so then I just kind of like climb out the window and get on top of the truck to see what's going on.
Okay. So Robin, you see the 2 SUVs getting faster and faster and faster, and now you can clear that one of them is trying to pull up to the side of the convoy to try and ram it, and in the other one, a driver is coming out of it in like a get-up that looks like Daft Punk, like just completely covered face helmet with like leather jacket, and is pulling out a gun to start shooting at the convoy. And you're in the open area now with Roy.
Okay, so I'm gonna have my batarang my birdering that I've had in my hand this whole time, and throw for that shot guy with the gun. I don't know if I need to roll for that or not.
No, because it's just one person, and you're robbing the boy wonder you can make this shot. So you fire the batarang, and it knocks the gun out of the hands, but the guy doesn't make a reaction. It's just kind of like a very exaggerated thing, and then turns back into the car and tries to drive beside it. Because you did that, the other convoy that was trying to bash it has now pulled up to the side and has now turned and bashed against the convoy. You're not off the road or anything, but it sends it a little bit to the side.
I'm gonna fire at that back tire.
Yeah, take that one out. I'm gonna go after the other one, and I'm gonna try and jump on to the other car while Roy takes care of the one trying to ram us.
Okay, so because this is the start of some combates, we're gonna do a when you enter battle as a team. So I'm gonna add 2 team to the pool because we used it all last time. So we've got 2 by default, and then the usual questions I want to ask to see how much more we have. Does the leader have influence over every other teammate?
I think I technically do, don't I?
Does Robin have influence over all of you?
You do not have influence over me because I think you used it last session.
That's correct.
And I don't believe you have influence over Donna.
Oh no, we did Donna early this session.
She got influence over him, but I didn't hear her say that he had influence over her.
Yeah, he does have influence over Donna.
Okay, I just misheard then.
Okay. But yeah, because he doesn't have a Starfire, it doesn't count. Does everyone have the same purpose in this fight?
I think so, and we're all trying
Yeah.
to
I think so.
transport and defend everyone else.
Yeah, we're trying to transport him, make sure he's not saved, and protect any civilians that may come in to the way.
Okay, so I'll put that as free. And then we go. Does any teammate mistrust the leader?
Not right now, no.
Okay.
No.
So, that doesn't affect anything. Is the team ill prepared or off balance? I'm gonna say no. I think you had a good bit of prep time for this one. This is the most prepared you've been so far. Okay, so that puts you at 3 team in the pool. And again, because it's been a little bit since we've used these, basically anytime someone does a roll, a team member can be like, oh, I want to help them, and take 1 out of that to add to it in like a team move. So basically, to use all 3 of these, 3 teammates can like, oh, we'll all help you at once, and you'll add 3 to a roll, or you can do it 1 at a time, or effectively. This is basically just like your bank of stuff you can use to help boost any low rolls you might have.
When you started with the 2, did you include the 1 I get for the protege move of Captain, which gives us a 1 automatically?
Oh, no, thank you very much for reminding
Okay,
me.
I just wanted to make sure.
That's perfect, thank you. That's 4. See, this is why it's nice, man. Keep track of things. Okay, 4. Yeah, alright, so, Roy, you shoot out the tire of the one, of the one that's trying to ram, correct?
Yeah, I did that. I think the arrow was loose before Robin even ordered it.
Yeah, I mean, it's a very efficient. So it gets smashed, and then the car kind of swivels and swerves for a second. But then you see like loads of like little nanite bots, look like little ants, wrap around the tire and then repair it as its thing. So it's clear that there's some tech displays going on, especially by the outfits of the guys that are fighting you. It's like they're very teched up, very like I said, Daft Punk-esque. So the car is behind you now. It's no longer ramming you, but it is not stopping. It's still going, and the other car from before is coming back now, and they've pulled out another gun and are starting to shoot again. Starfire, Raven, you're the flyers. What's your game plan?
I want to sort of scan the horizon. If we already have 2 cars coming after us this quickly, I want to make sure that we aren't surprised by any flying combatants. So I want to kind of scan.
Yeah, that would be assess the situation.
Cool.
So roll plus superior.
Okay. Oh, yay, I have a 2 in superior, so it's 8.
Okay, so you get to ask one of these. What here can I use to? What here is the biggest threat? What here is in the greatest danger? Who here is most vulnerable to me? And how could we best end this quickly? And for these answers, I'll also give you a general description of like what you see.
Right. I think I'm going to ask, how could I best end this quickly?
Okay, so the better to end this quickly is to remove Vandal Savage from the area, from sight, from being attacked, be it by taking him to
Fair
the
enough.
prison or by to any other means. Just like he's the target here, not the Titans. And you also see, as you like scan the horizon, like Starfire flies up, she gets more of a vantage point. Those helicopters that Roy spotted a little bit are now approaching and coming in fast. But they're not in like attack range yet, but because you're so high up, you can see them. They're heading towards your direction.
Can I like kind of radio down to everybody
Yeah.
and just be like, It looks like we are going to have some company. There are some more company. There are some helicopters heading our way as well. And I'm so used to playing D&D. Is that all I can do? Can I do more? I have an idea.
No, it's like kind of those things where like the focus is on you until it's cool to move it past. So it's fine.
Cool. So could I? Well, I guess I need to ask. Like they're still very far away. Yes. So like I've got a little bit of time before they're even like in range of anything.
Mhm.
So in that case, I want to try and fire some. I don't know how physical my blasts are. I have heliokinesis and then like the mind blast, but I want to try and like fire something to sort of push the car that's ramming into or the vehicle that's ramming into our van like away.
Okay. So like a non-destructive blast.
Yeah, but I think probably the mind blasts might be it. I'm not sure. You know,
that is just like imagine like you're turning down like the power setting to like 30.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense as well. That takes a little bit more control, but given it's only one target and Starfire has lived with these powers all her lives, that's not something you need to roll for. So Starfire gives a gentle pruning to one of the convoys and starts pushing it back as if the beam is like legitimately like pushing it forward, so it's no longer being able to ram, it's being pushed back and back and back as long as Starfire keeps the steady beam. You've chosen not to destroy it, so that the people in there can still like try and shoot at you, but they haven't tried to do that yet. It's just being pushed further and further back as long as you keep your
I am more concerned. My thought process is that I'm more concerned with keeping our vehicle moving, because the sooner we can get Vandal to his destination, like the sooner there'll be like more backup and all that sort of stuff. I don't know. Maybe that's naive, but I am playing Starfire.
Because Starfire, because you did radio down. Robin, do you have any thoughts to communicate or anything, or are you currently like busy dealing with your shit?
I heard what Starfire said, but since I hopped off our truck and jumped onto the other car, I'm too busy to respond because I'm gonna try and like bust through this windshield and take the other convoy out.
Okay. While that is happening, Raven, you're the other flyer. What's your sitch?
I'm gonna totally ruin what Starfire just did. I'm gonna try to get a hold of Robin and ask if I should flip the other car. So she pushed it like gently. I'm gonna try to flip it now. I'm gonna ask Robin first. I'm gonna try to get him one communicator.
I'm setting you up. I'm making it so that when it flips, it doesn't clip our car. It's all good.
There you go. Yeah, we're teamwork. So I'm gonna try to like, Robin. Hey, Robin, do you want me to flip this thing or what?
Yeah, do what you can to get it out of our way. It doesn't matter where it goes.
Okay, easy enough. Do I have to roll for this?
Yeah, because you're flying and it's a moving car and you're trying to straight up flip it. So that's a lot of things.
Easy. I'm a freaking half demon. I can do whatever I want. Hold on a second. 6 plus danger?
That's 6
right?
plus freak because it's a power.
Oh, sorry.
It's not a frat. Yeah.
So that's 8.
Yeah, so that's so the car flips successfully. And it
We did the thing. I was gonna do the thing. You ruined it. Okay, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
You always complain I don't do it, so I'm trying to do it now. Gotta do my little Azarath Metreon Zinthos.
Yes. Okay. There we go.
There we go. Go ahead.
So the car flips and careens on the ground, and it's just like, and like people, there's no screams from the car or anything. The people are staying very silent in their masked facades. But as it flipped, and you did Azarath Metreon's Zinthos, you still haven't fully healed up from the whole Minotaur maze ordeal, and your powers suddenly like get like a hit, and now you like in the air, you're like, oh shit, I can't fly, and you start fucking falling. Because it was an 8, it wasn't a 10. There's a cost. So Raven is like falling to the ground.
I'm going to try and catch her.
Am I like free falling, or am I just kind of like stumbling, trying to like
You're
rewrite
free
myself?
falling. Like it's just like as
Oh,
if it's just like as
Jesus.
if someone just cut like the powers from you, and you just like. So Roy, you said you're gonna try and catch Raven. How exactly are you gonna try and do that?
Well, she's flying over the convoy, isn't she?
Correct.
Yeah, I'm not going to be able to keep up with a high-speed chase on the rooftops, so I'm going to try and catch her as I'm landing on top of the prison vehicle.
Like Spider-Man style with like a hook or something.
Yeah.
Don't snap my neck. Just don't break my neck.
Alright.
No, it'll be
pretty,
bungee, not taut.
Yeah, that's a pretty intensive maneuver though. So I'm gonna have to ask to roll to unleash your powers.
Okay. So minus freak is going to be a 9.
Okay, so yeah, perfect. So, you grab Raven successfully, and you roll and basically land on the convoy itself. But you kind of slip a little bit as like Raven's safe like on the thing, but as you were like rolling to like minimize like just the force and not like break anyone's bones here, you've kind of like come off a little bit, and now you're holding onto the convoy with like one arm as you're holding it, but Raven's now like on top of the convoy and just like a little freaked out because you've never had your powers just like cut out like that before.
You good, Ray?
Yeah, thanks.
Cool, can you help me up?
Yeah, come on. I'm gonna
Thank
try to
you.
help Roy up on-
Yeah, so you pick
Good
up
catch,
Roy.
good catch.
Roy's back up now, and you're both just kind of like very thankful to be alive. Inside the convoy, Wonder Girl, Superboy, you've been hearing a lot of noise. What's your plan?
Well, we didn't just hear a lot of noise, we also got rammed.
That's also true.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna look at the guy that was nervous. The cop.
Uh-huh.
How's he looking? Because the shotgun's really bothering me.
He's sweating buckets right now, and he's kind of shaking. But he's the talk you had with him earlier about Superman. It seems to kind of like keep him focused and keep him cool. The problem though is the guy in the passenger seat, not the driver, the older cop, is getting a lot right now. He's like, hey, why don't you tell your damn alien friends to just blast the things instead of trying to push it?
Hey! You know, she's not the only alien around here, right?
Oh yeah, I can smell it.
Jeez.
Alright. I'm gonna have to talk with you after this.
Kick his
I
ass.
don't even know what to do.
Yeah, what do you do? And just like Vandal Savage is just kind of like he's just like whistling a tune. He's clearly unbothered by all of these events going on. But the cops are kind of all freaked out because you're all untested. They've never really seen you in the field before. The last time you Teen Titans went out and were in public was fighting cops. So like they're not really in good terms with you guys. So
That's right, I literally fought a cop.
yeah, you get the best rap, Will.
Am I allowed to
Thank you.
use X-ray vision?
Yeah, you can use
To,
your powers.
Yeah, so I want to use X-ray vision. Look around, check everyone, everything that's in the car itself, and then look outside to see what the hell's going on.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask you, depending if you want to need a roll or not, do you just want to be able to be like check out everything that's happened outside so you know what's going on, or would you want to be like, I want to prune further to see if I can find anything no one else has seen yet?
Yeah, I want to look further too.
Okay, that's gonna be unleash your powers. So roll. For
Okay,
that.
this is a D6, right?
Yes. No, all 2d6.
Right. So 9, and then I add freak.
Yeah, it's free.
So 10.
Yep. So that's a perfect thing. So you've scanned the area and you've been caught up. Or like you see where everyone is. You see where Starfire is. You see where Raven is. You see where Speedy is. You see where Robin is. But as you look onto the distance now, you see the helicopters that Starfire pointed out earlier are now like right on top of you, and this guy with this very weird costume with like half his face is out, the other half is like this circular eye thing, basically like leans out of the helicopter cockpit and like smiles, and then kind of Cyclops style shoots like a beam from the head, and it's like coming to hit the convoy. And Superboy, you're the only one who's seen this.
Okay, can I like jump out of the car, and like shield it with my body? Like,
Yeah, that's gonna be super speed though, so you're gonna have to roll for that.
okay.
And that I think is also gonna be defend. So this is we've never done a defend roll before, so this is gonna be plus savior.
Plus savior instead of the other one. Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I have 0 savior. Do I have 0 savior?
Yeah, because it used to be minus, and you put 1 up to it.
Oh, I was about to say, I thought I added something. Okay, so 8.
Okay, yeah, so like an 8. It costs you expose yourself to danger or escalate the situation. Okay, so Superboy, you jump in front of it, but you have to. So you've done it fast enough, but now you have to either expose yourself to danger or escalate the situation. So you have to make the choice here.
I'd rather expose myself to danger.
Okay, so other things, because this is really, really good, but being a defender, we get to add a team to the pool. So now we're at 5. And Superboy, you also get to clear a condition.
Oh, 6, so I'm not angry anymore.
No, because this is all about being heroic. So you've done a very heroic action. So Superboy, you jump in the way, like, take it, but then the blast just, like, sends you flying, like, to a nearby building. You smash through a window, and then you smash through another window. You've just gone through 2 buildings and kind of dazed out in your heart, but the convoy took no damage and it's safe. And the rest of the Titans, the ones outside, you clearly see Superboy just got fucking wasted.
Good night, everybody.
Seeing that happen, I would fly to go get Superboy because I think that we need him.
Okay, so Starfire flies over to go to see Superboy, and you find him, and he's not unconscious or anything, but he's just kind of like sore, and he's hurt, and he's kind of like his shirt that he's cobbled together has just been completely burnt, so the S symbol's kind of like tattered now. It's just like got like his burnt chest a little bit. So he's hurt, but he's fine. He's kind of out of it.
I'm gonna be like, "Are you all right?"
I will be. The blast didn't get the convoy, did it?
No, it looks like everyone's okay, but we should get back. I imagine this is far from
Let's-
over.
Let's get back in it. I'm
And
gonna
I'm gonna
bunny
pick him
hop.
up before I'm gonna pick him up before he can do anything and start flying back. I mean, you can like wriggle out of my arms if you want,
No,
but
that's
I'm gonna
fine.
bridal
That's fine.
style
After
carry.
that blast, I'd rather just, even if it's just 2 more seconds, just.
Yeah.
All right, Robin. You have you've been like when you bashed through it, you grabbed a guy out of the thing and like holding him. You know that issue in Grant Morrison's Batman where Dick's got like the guy on his motorbike and he's like dragging him.
Yes!
You're doing that to this guy. You're holding him right there, so you can ask any questions or anything. You're pulling a Batman right now.
Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna straight up interrogate him then and be like, who are you?
And you just hear like.
Okay, so this is I'm gonna assume it's clearly a robot, and I'm just gonna let him go and just like burn up on the road,
So,
and
like,
then
like completely, and then it smashes.
Yeah.
And into pieces, and now it is just, you see it is clearly just a robot.
And then this particular convoy has no one else in it besides the person I just pulled out, right?
So now it's like no driver.
Okay, cool. So then I will just hop in and try to break it so I can get back to the convoy without this one crashing into innocent people.
Okay, so it's going pretty fast, but again, you're Robin, you're a pretty good driver. You slam down the brakes, you twist it, and it's like, really? It's about to hit like an old lady, but then just as about to, it stops, and it's like, whew, and she like knocks on the window, and she's like, oh, you should be careful when you're driving, young man. It's very fast.
And I just kind of like look at her dumbfounded, ignore her, and call my R cycle.
So you hop on the R cycle and you're heading back. But so the convoys are gone. Now it's just the helicopters up top with the guy who was showing out the beams. And he says he's very proud of his fact right now. He's like, did you bloody see that? I just took out Superboy! I'm gonna get the big leagues now! Woo! Alright, I'm gonna watch this. I'm gonna take out Speedy and Raven right now. So he's like charging up another blast to fire at the convoy.
Are we back?
You're heading back, but you're not.
Okay.
You're not there in time. This is something Raven
Okay.
and Wonder Gal. You're still in the convoy as well. So actually, I do want to.
I was going to ask something. But I was thinking maybe Superboy and Donna would have to do this. But they not like. I was going to ask if they could like maybe lift the and just like fly.
It's like pick it up and fly with that.
Yeah, just because they're strong enough.
Yeah, you could try that. Given you're being thrown at by like a thing, that could be a risk in of itself. But if you wanna, it's up to you if you want to just try that right now, or if you want to ask anyone if that's the team plan. That's up to you.
Well, since she's new, she better ask somebody.
So you've got the communicator, so you can pick who you want to call up to tell that to.
Okay, I'm going to ask Robin. I'm going to ask Robin.
Alright, so you call up Robin and you're like you explain what you just explained to me.
So bad at explaining things. So I was just wondering if you wanted the convoy out of the way, like just take it out of the equation while all this is going on, because I don't think they can chase it from like a high-speed superhero in the air.
If you're strong enough to lift it and fly it out of here, do it. And in the meantime, we'll try and get everyone else stalled.
Okay. So will I have to roll for that?
Yeah, you'd have to roll for that. That would be Unleash Your Powers. So 2d6 plus 3.
I got an 8 plus freak. That's 0, so just 8.
Just 8. Okay, so you lift it. Okay, so Donna, you kick open the door. You somersault backwards and then fly under the car very smoothly in one swift motion. And then you lift it up as it's moving and you pick it up into the air. So now it's like in the air.
Oh, we're going up.
Yeah, but the thing is as it's moving now, it has taken a considerable drop off in speed. And as the guy has that fired the blast, the unnamed assailant with the crazy mask, fires the blast, it hits the ground where the convoy was, and now that you've picked up in the air and dodged it, it sent like loads of shrapnel from the ground just flying into the nearby crowds and civilians. So people are in danger right now if nothing gets done to stop and shield anyone. Raven, Speedy, you're on the convoy right now. Superboy and Starfire, you have made it back by now. And Robin, you're right behind all of this on your cycle, still trying to catch up.
So the convoy is being flown
Yes.
now, and we are also it's actively happening that the shrapnel is flying toward.
Imagine this is like a Zack Snyder slow-mo.
Yeah.
Okay,
Ugh.
so when you say shrapnel, are you talking about actual small pieces of metal flying at high speed,
I'm
or
talking,
are you just talking about debris?
Yeah, debris. So I'm talking he's blasted the road because the car's not there anymore, but because it's such a powerful blast, the pieces of the road and just ground and debris, his pavement and etc. just got flying out in the blast zone.
Okay, then I'm gonna try and fire some net arrows that will grab the debris and redirect its momentum away from the crowd and onto the ground.
Okay, how much are you trying to get? All of it, or just a portion?
I'm going to get a portion. Hopefully Raven's powers have recovered and she can get some of the other ones.
Okay, so it's just the portion, that's fine.
Yeah.
Alright, so your arrow fires out the two arrows. Oh, go ahead.
Actually, you know what? I am going to go for a hole.
You're going to go for all of it? Alright, so that's going to be a roll on defend.
Okay, let's see.
A lot of defend rolls. I'm working it.
Alright, plus savior. Cool, I have a bonus to that.
Roy, just so I can check as well, you don't have insecure, do you?
Oh crap, I do have insecure.
Okay, so yeah, insecure means you take -2 to defend.
And I have a +2, so it's just a straight roll.
Yeah, it's just a straight roll.
Okay, that's an 8.
Okay, so you manage to get it all in a net. It has been caught in the net. Unfortunately, because of the difficulty of the shot and the sheer amount that is flying out, the actual force of the thing hasn't been stopped. It's just being condensed into a thing, but it's still sending a projectile out of just debris wrapped in a net out into a crowd. So it won't hit as many people, but it's still gonna hit something unless the actual force of the thing is stopped. But you did good, kind of coalescing it all into one area.
Okay, well.
And I also, because you did good on defend, I'm gonna add team to the pool, and you can clear a condition.
Okay, I'm gonna clear afraid. And I'm going... Can I grapple the net and just try and yank it?
I mean,
with all my might?
You can try again, for sure. It's gonna get more your tested fate the more and more you do it. So yeah, if you want to. If not, you can leave it to one of your teammates. That's up to you.
You know what? No, I'm gonna let one of my teammates help me out.
Right, who's free and wants to try and stop Roy's net of destruction?
I'll try to grab it because I'm trying to see if I still have my powers anyway. If I can get my powers working again, so I'll try to grab it.
All right, roll to unleash your powers.
Okay. And it's plus freak, right?
Yeah.
So that is 9 and 2 is 11.
Okay, perfect. It's just about to hit a crowd and just stops dead. No force whatsoever. It's just it's trapped in midair, and you've still got it now, and you feel a little bit more confident with your powers. So if you wanted to, you could throw this at someone.
I'll throw it. Why
There's
not?
a big target in the sky.
Mm-hmm.
I'll throw it. I'm gonna radio in Superboy first though and be like, go help Donna! Go help her fly the convoy! Then I'm going to... Ooh.
I'll do what I can.
So this would be directly engaged frat. This would be plus danger.
For the throwing the stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, this isn't gonna go so well. 3.
3. Okay. So you launch it, but as you're doing it, your power's kind of a little bit again. So it doesn't have nearly the amount of force it would normally have. So as it's flying, the guy in the helicopter is like, bloody hell! Just like reflexively fires out a beam because he has enough time now because it's not going as fast as if you were at full power. It destroys the debris and sends it out in kind of like a little ash cloud. And as it's falling down like a little ash cloud, one of the chunks straight up fucking slams into Robin's R-cycle and like makes him swerve as he's going.
Sorry.
So I'm gonna try and like grapple off my cycle and get out of the way before it crashes, I guess.
Yeah, away you grapple into.
I'm gonna try and shoot a grapnel into the air and hope Starfire catches it, so that I can just like swing through the air instead.
All right, Starfire, are you good for that?
I mean, yeah, I'm not doing anything else.
All right, so grapples into the
Superboy
air.
flew out of my arms.
Grapples into the air, and as one Titan boy leaves her arms, another quickly follows. And she grabs the grapnel of Robin, and now you've got it. What are you gonna do with it?
I'm gonna try and like swing him, almost like slingshot him forward, like
towards the
toward
helicopter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, I like this. Yeah, just swing me like straight into the helicopter, and I'll have like my bow staff out, and I'm just gonna try and hit this Cyclops dude in the face with it.
Okay, we got 2 incoming projectiles into
Can we
the
make
helicopter.
that a team move? Like,
Yeah,
can I add one to Robin's roll?
Yeah, that's what we'll do. Is precisely read my mind. Is we'll swing. Starfire will swing his like fastball special and basically launch Robin into the helicopter, and the momentum of this and just the style points have given Dick like a confidence boost. So Dick, your next roll to directly engage threat with your bow staff will have a +1 from Starfire.
Okay. Let me get my dice real quick, and by dice I mean my Yu-Gi-Oh app.
Chad.
12.
Oh my god.
Hell yeah.
So you like fly in and the bow staff gets extended and the guy's just like, you won't stop me, I'll fight Batman next. He's about to charge, but then like you just slam it into his like I-beam piece as like a boom, and like hits it, cracks it, the beam blasts back at him, destroys the helicopter, it flies down and lands on the street. You backflip, land on the ground right above him, and the guy's just out cold.
Okay, so that worked out super well. Is there anyone else in the helicopter? Can I land inside of it, or did I just knock this guy out?
You took the whole helicopter down with you because when you blasted his headpiece, it like exploded.
Okay.
Explosion. But you see as well, the other people in the helicopter are like before, like these are robot guys.
Oh, okay.
That were going around there.
So is Robin just in a helicopter that is plummeting toward the earth?
Yeah, but he's also got a cape and he can glide, so it's like helping to his fall.
Yeah, I got my bird cape. I'll be fine.
Okay.
So, for the meantime, it seems like all the threats of the convoy have been taken out for a bit, so there's a little bit of breathing room for now. Superboy, you're with Donna, correct? Like, flying the convoy in the air.
I can't fly. I'm running.
Oh, yeah.
I'm running under the convoy.
That's correct.
Not yet, at least.
Not yet, at least. Just, like, occasional jumps to, like, help push it up.
Well, if are both helicopters gone?
Yes, both helicopters
Okay,
are gone.
then I'll go help. I mean, I don't have super strength, but I can help a little.
Yeah. Okay, so Starfire, you pull up next to Donna, and Donna, your arms are getting a little bit tired, but you can keep this going for a bit, and you're glad to see everyone seems to have escaped in one piece.
We are.
I'm just feeling really, really bad about the shrapnel.
Don't worry, we got it.
City's gonna love us after this one.
I mean, no one's dead.
Well, I
The
can just
road crew might not like us.
I don't think no one dying is the meter at which people define liking superhero teams or not.
No one was injured.
That's fair.
Actually, I think I dislocated my arm, but that's fine.
So what's you know what? While they're carrying it, I'm just gonna jump inside. I hope I don't make too much. Hope you guys are ready for that wait.
So you see the guy with the shotgun is just like passed out, just like completely like he had a panic attack and just like fainted because this is just way. Didn't expect to start flying right now. This is the last thing you need. You see Vandal Savage. One of his restraints on like his arm has come loose in like all the commotion, like the cage being rattled around. He hasn't escaped, but you can see he can be like, he can wave at you now. And the cops in the front, the driver is like, "Oh, you guys had me worried for a second there. Well done. You had a fantastic job. I was worried those people were gonna get emancipated, but you did a great job, huh?" And then the other guys
eyes on the road, buddy.
Yeah, the other guy's just like. Yeah, well, I think the real Superman would have done a better job on that shit show.
Could you do
You're
any
not
better?
Commissioner Gordon yourself.
Gotham cops.
I'm gonna sit in front of Savage and be like, "You mind putting that restraint back on your arm, buddy?"
Oh, I don't know. Why don't you come in and have fasten it for me?
Oh man.
I don't mind.
I really doubt that.
You're the one I find interesting. You're similar. Well, no. You change, but you haven't changed much. Robin is the one I find interesting. You don't know, do you? Would you like some spoilers? And he kind of smiles at
Spoilers? The car already has spoilers, buddy. Nice try.
You are the funny one.
Thank you. Robin told me not to talk to you, so
You're doing
just
a great job so far.
so just be quiet. You know I have most of Superman's powers, right? Like, do you want to find out which ones I do have?
Oh, I don't know. Why don't you ask him yourself? It's been a while since I met him. You do know, by the way, that for a couple of years back then, in the 1500s, there was a delicacy we enjoyed. Green and glowing and served nicely with a bit of salt. I wonder how much of that is still in my system.
You know, I was never a fan of broccoli myself.
No, neither was I. It's a gimmick. Why don't you let me out of here?
I don't think so. I've heard of the stuff you've done. Robin told me you're like a cowboy or something, right?
At one time, yes.
Yeah, so I don't think you're that dangerous. But
I'm
zip
not.
it.
Not compared to the people you surround yourself with. If you let me out, you might have a chance to change things before it's too late.
Change what?
Your future.
Hey, man. What do you mean? My future isn't set in stone.
You were told about me, correct?
For the most part.
You know that I'm immortal.
That doesn't mean you can see the future.
No. But who says I'm the Vandal Savage from the present? I've met you Titans before, but you haven't met me yet. Not me.
Yeah, how are we in the future?
I don't know. Would you like me to tell you?
No, we're almost at, what is this place called? What's the prison? Or where are we taking you? Yeah, we're almost at Kamala Island, You can talk to your cellmate there. Tell him his future. Read his palm.
Fine. Just know, when you get to wear that cape, it might be heavier than you expected. And then he just kind of shuts his mouth.
Super was clearly, really anxious. But he lays down. Just stares to the side, thinking.
Okay. Robin, you're following in the cycle. That's certainly in the cycle. You were on the ground with the knocked out, who, given your intel, you can find out that his name was Seymour, kind of a C-lister. He's obviously been hired for something. You can either follow up with the convoy, or you can inspect the crash site. It's up to you.
I'm gonna inspect the crash site. Go all detective mode.
So so the whole world.
Everything just turns blue for a second.
Yeah.
Do I have to roll for anything in particular if I'm just trying to
This would be assess the situation, so yes.
Yes. Okay. Cool. And that gets plus by superior, right?
Correct.
Okay. Cool. I've got a 3 to superior, so that'll work out fine. 7 plus 3, 10.
Okay. So you get to ask me 2 questions.
All right. So let me see. I guess can I change the wording a little bit on some of these questions since they're not always
Sure.
Okay, so instead of who here is most valuable to me, can I be what here is most valuable to me? And what here can I use to, and it's got that blank spot, so what here can I use to stop a Vandal Savage?
Okay, so to the first and your second question is what here can use to stop Vandal Savage. You're looking around for the debris and the various items, and you see in the cockpit there is a sniper rifle that has a very clearly marked kind of rune-like bullet on it, and you get the impression that this is what they were doing with Vandal Savage. It looks like they weren't trying to break him out, it looks like they were trying to kill him.
Oh fuck.
And,
okay.
And then you have, for the first question, you're checking around Seymour's belongings, and under his costume, left bicep, you hear kind of the "come in, soldier," report, just a microphone scatter, someone trying to contact them.
Okay, so I'm gonna grab the microphone and try to do a response.
What's your status, soldier?
We got attacked by some superheroes. Over.
You sound a little off. Is everything okay?
Like I said, we got attacked by some superheroes. I'm still not entirely sure what's going on. Where do you want us to go from here?
Mammoth and I are going to cut them off from the front. If you can go around the side and bring us back, you can fire them and we'll be able to take them out in Savage, and hopefully no one else will get hurt.
You and Mammoth, you said, right?
Correct.
Okay, got it.
Oh, and Robin, you better bring your A game if you want to take me out.
Who is this?
I'm Private Hive, soldier. I'm America's best.
Alright, and Robin is noticeably confused and at a loss for words. Although I guess no one's around here to notice me being confused, so...
No, it is. It's just you're confused to your...
It's okay, I'm just... It's my dramatic moment.
It's like Frank Miller, like, caption marks. Robin, I'm confused, but no one's around. Okay.
Alright, so I'm gonna radio the rest of the team and say there's another attack coming and they were trying to kill Vandal Savage.
I'm I'm about to do it, man. We might as well let them.
That is not the plan. We need to get him out of here as fast as possible before this
Can we
gets
take
worse.
him? I mean, I guess literally anywhere, but...
We could take him to the prison where we are supposed to.
How's Donna feeling? Can she take him all the way?
Raven, can you assist us? Are we the only three that can fly?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, female flying squad. Okay.
For now!
Oh god, the Night Witches.
Will it be safe to take him to the prison if all these people are after him?
That's
There's
what
a
I'm
lot of criminals. Yeah, there's got to be a lot of criminals there. If they all get loose, that's got to be worse to deal with.
Well, we were told to take him there, and I'm inclined to follow that. But I suppose if we all, if the rest of you think it's a good idea not, or a bad idea to, a good idea not to, then we could go somewhere else.
Robin, what are your thoughts?
We don't want to take any chances, so we should probably just try and drop him off exactly where he needs to go. And if things escalate worse, then we'll just have to go from there.
The boss.
So me, Donna, and Raven are like, whoop, 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 flying.
Okay, so...
What are we doing?
We're flying the convoy to the prison.
Okay, sorry, I was distracted.
As the crow or raven flies. Ah.
Quote the Raven nevermore.
So funny.
So while that is happening, Speedy, where are you? Are you inside the convoy now, or are you still on top?
I'm still gonna be on top.
Okay, Superboy, are you still inside?
Yeah, I'm inside.
Robin, you're following them behind on the cycle still yet, or are you taking a...
Yeah. I'm gonna follow behind straight on the cycle now, so while they're flying, I'm like literally just under them in my motorcycle.
Okay. Donna, as the person with the most strength at the moment flying it, you're kind of like the one with the driver's wheel and like steering it, and then everyone else is kind of supporting you. How exactly are you flying? Are you going in like a straight line to the prison? Are you going in like kind of like a crisscross, or are you like kind of going like super high up to the clouds, or like kind of low to the ground? Like I want to get like a picture of like how exactly you're careening this bad boy.
It was going like zigzag while all that commotion was going on, just trying to avoid getting hit. But since they're like kind of out of the danger.
Okay, so you see you're still a decent way off. A lot of that commotion there caused, and like the lack of speed at first from picking up, means you've only just managed to arrive in Chinatown. So you've just got to cross that, and then you'll be able to get to the seafront and get to the boat. Or well, you don't even need the boat at this point because you're just going to be straight flying. So there's like a good half hour of flight you've got right now, and there seems to be no upcoming threats in that you can see at the moment, but given Robin's told you all that there is something coming, things are on edge. So the police officer, Ikimoto, who were just knocked out because of the faint, he's woken up right now, and he's kind of like freaking out, and like he grabs the shotgun and he pulls it to Vandal Savage. He's like, "Whoa! His restraints! What happened? Did he try to escape? Did he eat anyone? Please don't tell me he ate anyone. I really couldn't deal with that right now."
No, son, calm down. It's fine. It's cool with the shotgun, man.
Okay.
It's cool. I mean, we just got rumbled up. It's just his arm. I'm sure he can't do anything.
You see, he's just.
I mean, if you want to put them back on, it's on you. I'm not getting close to him.
You've got super strength.
Yeah, but you're closer.
Well, you can like eat me. He did that to the last guard who tried to fix his restraint. Man, I get paid for this shit.
Fine. You know, I'll do it in a second. Calm down.
In a second. You're
Okay,
the worst.
I'm gonna like shove him a little, like, oh hey kid.
Okay. Oh, it's
I'm gonna try to, just for his own, like, yeah, I'm gonna try to cover him up with the restraints again.
Okay, so Vandal Savage like goes with you. He moves the restraints. He's like, "Oh, you hit a lot harder. Well, not back then, I should say. To come. I wonder, you've got a lot to grow. Have you been noticing you're getting any stronger?"
I'm gonna tighten them up a little more as he says that, like.
Ah, there's that fire. That's good. That'll keep you safe. It'll keep you safe when they betray you.
From you.
Well, from me, I'm not the one who keeps files on you.
Son of a bitch. I'm gonna sit back down. I'm gonna pet the officer on the back. I'm like, it's alright, dude.
Guy's a real creep, isn't he?
Yeah, he's annoying me. He says he's from the future or something.
What?
I don't know. Don't worry about it. I'm sure it's either below or above your pay grade to worry about these things.
Oh man, I never should have become a cop.
Hey, you're better than the guy that's up there. In my book, you're the best cop in this car.
Well, a high margin.
Fair. Hear that? What's your face?
I don't know. I don't spit Kryptonese.
Yeah. Racist? I don't know. Like, I'm just gonna sit down. I'm indignant.
Indignant. Speedy, you're currently the lookout with the highest vantage point. What exactly are you doing up top on said convoy?
I'm staying ever vigilant.
Staying in the village, and that is. Do you want to do a survey the surroundings,
Right.
or are you just gonna try and just?
Yeah, I'm definitely going to survey the surroundings because I got Robin's communique. I'm going to just keep an eye out for. He said someone named Mammoth is going to be intercepting the convoy. So I'm definitely going to look for someone who fits the name Mammoth.
Okay. So you're gonna do assess the situation, correct?
Yes, indeed.
So that's roll plus superior.
That is a 7.
Plus superior, so that's it's bad.
Yeah, superior 0.
So you can ask me one of those questions if you've got them up. If not, I can tell them to you.
I do have them up. It's just in very small print. I gotta zoom in.
I relate to that.
What here can I use to give us an advantage?
You can use can't even gonna say this, but you have the high ground. Your high ground vantage point is currently an advantage over any potential threats. So that might be something to keep in mind.
And you already know what I'm gonna say when I see Mammoth.
Your move.
Oh, I was gonna go, hello there.
Yeah.
General Kenobi.
Oh boy. So we've got he's zooming out, and you're seeing the surrounding area, and you see the Jump City Bay. It's kind of beautiful. It's you've been in the city for a while, Roy, but you've never actually had the chance to see it from above. And it's certainly better than Gotham. It's this shining pillar of really cool architecture mixed with plant life, kind of reaching to the skylines. It's this really fusion of nature and science, and young city, but coming up big. I know you've had a rough time trying to find a place. Does Roy have any reaction to be able to just have a minute to take it in from up high, where he kind of likes to be?
Yeah, he's definitely going to take a second to breathe in the beauty of it. He hasn't seen anything quite this nice since his days in Star City.
Okay, so as you're looking out and you're seeing sparkling waters and little ant-lies people, you got a dot in like the center of your vision. It catches your eye, and you realize, oh, it's getting bigger. Oh, is that a person? And then you just you see it's still not coming towards you, but a giant hulk of a man with flowing red hair is literally jumping towards the convoy, flying straight at you. And Roy's the only one who's seen this.
Oh, hey, you're in perfect line for a taser.
So you're gonna check that out with your taser arrow.
Yes, I'm also going to just say, hey, I think I just met Mammoth. Would that be
Directly engaged.
direct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. We have a 10.
Okay, so you get to pick the risk to avoid their bows, take something from them, create an opportunity for your allies, impress, surprise, or frighten the opposition. I'll let you look over that, but I'll just say what in general happens. Is you shoot the taser arrow, and it zaps him in the chest, and he just lets out a roar, which lets everyone else know that this person is flying towards them. And it's Rah! There's flies, and he's trying to touch the convoy, and he just misses. And then he floats down and he crashes back down to the ground. But you also notice it doesn't seem to be hurt, and it looks like it's going to try again. But you've averted this attack on the convoy.
Okay. So I'm going to surprise the person with, yeah, they were expecting this to be an easy thing, and just zap, you're down. And I think that would also create an opportunity for the ally, since he is now on the ground recovering from just an immense shock.
You did good. Does anyone particularly at the moment, I know Robin, you're on the ground, so you'd be able to see this from the ground area view and I guess coordinate the team in a specific way.
Well, we're all just kind of right next to each other at this point, right? So
you're just the only one who's like not in the air because you're on your bike.
okay. I'm gonna stay on the ground just because I think it makes more sense to have me at a distance in case there's another threat. But just to radio in everyone and be like, we found Mammoth, and whilst Donna tries and gets this convoy to where it needs to go as fast as possible, we need to hold Mammoth down. And Roy can't do that by himself.
Are you alright without me? I say to Donna. I think you just muted your microphone.
Yeah, I should manage. It's not that much.
All right, so I'll like give her back what little weight I was carrying and fly back toward Roy and Mammoth.
Okay.
And Robin, are they all like? Are they all together?
So Roy's on top of the convoy. So like, let's just say you flew up to be near Roy. Yeah.
I bridal carry Roy.
Yeah.
And fly back to Mammoth.
And
I am very okay with this.
Robin is on the thing. So Starfire, as you're flying down, you see this kind of bruiser is groggy, kind of spits on the floor. And he's like, "Who wants to face the greatest of the earth?" He's like trying to prepare to fight you.
Oh goodness. Well, I land and I put Roy down. I suppose. Don't have the right thing. Where's my stuff? Sorry. I suppose I will use my. I will use my heliokinesis, my like sun blast, and like.
So that's directly engage threat.
Yeah. Okay, directly engaged threat is plus danger. Ooh, I didn't roll too bad. What's my danger? My danger is 0, so 9.
Okay, so on a 9, the blast hits, and he like sends him back a little bit, like it's like pushing him, like a Dragon Ball Z blast, and he's being hurt by it. So he takes a condition right now. He takes anger. And as he gets angry, he just starts venting through and thinking violence. So he's just like, "I don't know who you are, little girl, but you have picked the wrong opponent." And like puts his hands in the ground and just like, and then suddenly the whole block you were standing is now flipped into the air. Like he's just flipped the entire block, and you and Roy are now like being floated upside down, and it's gonna crash.
Cool. The block?
Are
there like people?
Yeah.
Okay.
You've got your communicator if you need like help.
I guess into the communicator, I'm just gonna be like, "This is a problem. We need help. This is a big problem."
Focus on the civilians right now. I'm pissed.
I guess I'll like if I see any civilians, I would try and like catch them and like get them out from underneath.
So Starfire actually is you have got pretty good speed when you're flying. It's not as fast as Superboy, but it's decent enough to like zip back and forth and try and grab as many people as you can. Depending on like how far you want to push that, you can roll to like really push your limits to unleash your powers. But if you're fine of just like doing like in your boundaries, like do you want to push past your limits to try?
I want to push.
Okay, so unleash your powers.
Okay. Oh, again. Okay, that's 8, but unleash your powers is plus freak, and I'm 0, so 8.
Okay, so your eyes glow gold, your hair lights on fire, and as you go grab, and like plate down, you start sweating and you're like really pushing, like you even like use one of your blasts to like Iron Man propel yourself forward to go faster and faster, and you manage to save like straight up 20 people just in one go, and then you save another 20 people in just another go, and then you save another 15 people, and then you're about to save one person, and you just like cap out, and you just like face plant on the ground like a runner who's just finished like a marathon. He's like panting.
Am I like underneath the upside down board?
Yeah, so it's about to fall right on you.
Okay. Cool. I think because I only did an 8, I'm supposed to mark a condition as well, not to.
Yeah, that's why. No, it's fine. I was good. That's why I was making sure that you were down.
Yeah.
So for a condition, you get to pick which one you want to mark.
Ooh, I think probably the one that makes the most sense is afraid.
Okay. Speedy, you're right there with her. You got the most immediate response to trying to assist or get her out before the fucking thing smushes.
Yeah, I'm going to grab her and just get out of the way of this collapsing in part of the city.
It's a big show of strength. Because it's a long distance to cover, and you are just normal human man. You're gonna have to roll to defend.
All right. Oh, I hurt his feelings. Oh, and I still have insecure.
Yeah.
That's a 5.
Yeah, plus minus 2. It doesn't work out so much.
No, that's a 5 total.
Yeah, so it doesn't work out. So you manage to run, and you're trying to clear it as much as you can, and you get out of like immediate squish zone, but you don't make it in time, and like a car just like smashes into both you and Starfire and hits you on the back and like sends you flying. So I'm gonna say both of you mark another condition from that. That's a hurtful one.
Okay. I think hopeless makes the most sense for me.
So Roy, what are you gonna pick?
Guilty.
Okay, so Wonder Girl, Raven, and Superboy, you picked up the communicator, and now that the thing has just collapsed, you also see the giant dust cloud that is coming from the city, from this event. So what's your course of action for you three?
I'm still carrying this convoy, am I? Is there anywhere I can't really put it down.
It's up to you if you want to like abandon the mission to try and take care of the threat, or focus on getting Savage out of there.
I might ask Robin what
So you had to pick up and call Robin.
through the comms.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I'll just get him through the comms and be like, what do you want me to do? I've got the convoy in the air. Do you want me to put it down and help, or just keep going?
They're going after Savage, which means if we break off to try and fight them, they're just going to go after him instead of us. We're not the target, so you need to keep on mission as much as possible. But Superboy, Raven, we need to give Starfire and Speedy backup.
Okay. I'm gonna tell him. Are you sure that leaving him alone is the right thing to do? He says he's from the future. He says he knows us from the future. I don't know, man. I'm getting a little worried.
I don't think we have much of a choice right now, because if I send just one of you down here, I don't think that's going to be enough.
Okay, I'm gonna look at the cop with the shotgun. What's his name again? Sorry.
His Ikamoto.
Ikamoto. I'm gonna put my hand on him. All right, man. You watch him. I trust you, and I'm gonna get out.
Okay, well, I'll try my best. Wait, Superboy?
What's up?
Thank you.
You're welcome. And
Okay, so Raven, are you joining with him?
Yeah, I'll teleport out of there and just kind of loop over to where everybody else is.
Okay, and Robin, as you're in your bike, as you're about to like finish off your comms, your bike just gets struck by a perfectly thrown shield in a very circular shape. Gets thrown at it and then rebounds back, and you see standing in the middle of the road is a guy decked out in green military armor, but with the US flag on the side of his thing, and he grabs his shield and he just like stands in the middle of the road as like he sees your bike has been stopped.
Okay, I'm going to hop off my bike, pull out my bow staff, and just stare him down and be like, who the hell are you?
I told you over the comms. I'm Private Hive. You're gonna need to stand down and order your team to stop. I won't be responsible for any casualties.
What do you want with Vandal Savage?
We've been hired to kill him and take him out once and for all.
He's going to prison where he belongs. You are not killing him, and you are not attacking my team. And I'm just going to charge into him.
And like he gets into his pose, and he's like, "You're from Gotham. You should know fine well prison doesn't work." And so you're gonna roll to directly engage threat.
Okay. Directly engage threat. That is plus danger.
Yes.
Which is I think mine is 0. Oh no, mine's -1. 7.
Okay, so minus what? Is that with the minus?
That's with the minus. It was 8 minus 1. Yeah.
Okay, so you land a hit, so you smack him across the face with the bow staff, and you smack it uppermost, and you try to do the third time, but on the third time he smacks it away with his shield, and then kicks you in the gut. So roll now to take a powerful blow.
Okay.
So roll plus any conditions you've got marked.
Alright, I've got insecure, so
That's
-2.
Roll plus 1.
Roll plus 1? Okay.
So for this one as well, the higher you roll, the worse it is.
Okay. So that's a 6 plus 1's a 7.
Okay, so on a 7, you gotta choose one of these. You lash out verbally, provoke a teammate to full hurting action, or take advantage of your influence to inflict the condition. You give ground, your opposition gets an opportunity, or you struggle past the plane, mark 2 conditions.
Ooh, jeez. Hang on, I'm pulling up the list just so I can see it.
Mm-hmm.
Lash out verbally, give ground, you struggle past the pain, mark 2 conditions. I'm gonna give ground.
Okay, so kicks you in the gut, you like bellow over, quick step in, left jab, right straight, smacks you clear in the face, breaks your nose, and you're on the ground right now.
Oof.
It's clear this guy is this is no joke, this is like a really good martial artist. And in your experience as Robin, this has been the first time you've encountered someone at least close to your level next to Bruce. This is a new experience for you. You haven't met a Slade or anyone beforehand.
Okay. So I'm going to try and like do a quick spin to get him off me and jump backwards so I'm out of his attack distance.
That's fine. That's fine to do that. That's like a good move. And he puts his shield on his side and he's like, "You've got heart, kid. I really don't want to have to put you down."
and I'm just gonna be like, "You can try," and I'm just gonna have like my hands up in fight position without my bow staff.
So he looks at his shield, he throws his shield on the ground, and then he just puts his hands up like this as well.
All right, and we're just gonna go in like Rocky 3 style and just go for like the gut punches.
All right, directly engage threat.
All right, let's try this again. -1, so 10.
10. Okay. What's your move? What's your fight move?
All right. I'm gonna go for like a John Wick style like jujitsu takedown. So I'm just gonna lean right into him. He's gonna throw his punch. I'm gonna lock his arm, get his leg, and just take him to the ground.
Okay, so he eats pavement hard, and his helmet kind of cracks with like a P on the forehead. So he falls to the ground, and he gets a condition now. So now he's angry. So now he's gonna lash out of vulnerability, and he's gonna say, "You don't understand. If we don't take him out now, hundreds will continue to die. He's immortal. The amount of his body count dwarfs any other in history. You can't condone this."
We don't have to kill him to save innocent lives. And I'm just gonna like pull his hand back and try to bust it as I'm telling him this.
Okay, so he's pulled it back, and he's just like, "If you had, then maybe you wouldn't still be dealing with the Joker." Like, he lets his arm get dislocated, so then he twists his other body and he smacks you in the face with a right hand. So take a more powerful blow.
Okay, Jesus Christ. All right, a 3.
Okay, so this is good for you. You stand strong, and now you get to mark one of your potential.
Ooh, that's my second one.
So you get punched, and like a little bit of blood comes down, but you kind of turn your head back, and now you get to describe what your next move is.
Okay, so let's see. Oh, okay, I've got an idea. I'm just gonna give him a smirk, and in my jujitsu-y takedown a minute ago, I planted 2 tiny bombs on his armor, and I'm just gonna like pull out a little trigger and blow them, and so he gets knocked back by the 2 explosions, and just be like, "The difference between you and me is that Batman taught me to cheat."
So like, boom, 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 completely covers him up, and he gets another condition. He's now hopeless. And when he's only can mark up to 2 conditions for his level of villain, so this is boom 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 boom, and like he falls, and he just like, "He didn't say you'd be this good," and like just knocked out, done.
Okay, and I'm just gonna tie him down with handcuffs and leave him for the police and try to catch up with everybody else.
Well done, Robin. I wasn't surprised. I was like cautious, like, could he beat this? Could he do this? And you pulled it through. Alright, Raven Superboy. You are arrived at the scene where Mammoth is heading towards the trapped under the car Starfire and Speedy. He's like lumbering towards them. He hasn't noticed you two, Bat, so you've got like a free chance to make a move.
Should we plan something?
All
Yes.
right.
Have to. So who else? It's just me.
It's just you
Roy.
and Superboy. Roy and
Okay.
Roy and Starfire, because they took such a big hit, are like out of the way and they're underneath a car.
Gotcha.
What do you want to do? Your call.
Could you like restrain
No
him?
pressure.
Could you restrain him? Because he's going towards Starfire and
Try.
right.
I could try to pin him with stuff, like summon stuff and pin him behind something, or lift him. I could try either of those things.
Yeah, that works. Let me think. I could get him out of the, at least like out of the battle for a while. If you like lift him up, I could just like uppercut him up, just keep him away from everybody else.
Okay, so I'll try to Azeroth, Metreon, Zinthos him up in the air so you can give him a good punch then. Alright. Plus freak, so that is 7.
Okay, so on a 7, he's lifted up into the air, but he's still got like a hand free. And he's trying to move, and he grabs like a piece of rubble, and he just throws it directly at Starfire and Roy. Starfire, Roy, you've got like a chance to try and you're under a car, but you can still roll to try and stop this from like smacking you. So
Can I?
I'm
try...
going to.
you
Oh,
can do a team move.
No, go ahead. I was gonna try and blast the car up off of us, so that we're not underpinned.
if she does that, I was just gonna try and take the hit.
Okay, so Starfire.
The team needs her more than they need me against this guy.
Oh.
Starfire, you want to roll Unleash Your Powers to blast the thing off.
Yep. I rolled a 6 and a 1, and I... Sorry, what is Unleash My Powers? Freak?
Freak, yes.
Okay, so no things. Oh, but Unleash My Powers, I have a -2 because I'm hopeless.
Mm-hmm.
So a 5.
Okay, so it doesn't work. You try and use all your energy to blast it, but you're tapped out. That last blitz of saving civilians has just drained you completely. So for a while now, you can't use your beams. You can still do stuff, but blasts are out of the equation for the nearby future. Roy, Starfire can't get it off you. Does that change your plan, or do you still trying to like body block?
No, it doesn't change my plan whatsoever. I'm still planning on making sure that she doesn't get hurt.
Alright, so this is going to be defend again.
Alrighty. Alright, so that's going to be a 7.
Okay, so on a 7, it costs you. So Starfire is safe, but now you get to pick if you want to expose yourself to danger or escalate the situation.
I'm going to expose myself to danger.
Alright, so you just get like smacked clean in the jaw by this, like, and it does some it meshes up your face. Like we just said, Rocky 3, this is like Rocky 1. Like it cuts underneath your eye, like it kind of cuts you up really badly, and kind of gives you another. You just keep getting concussions, man. It's not good. You need to take better care of yourself. So Roy gets knocked out by taking this.
Alright.
Alright, Raven, you're still holding Mammoth in the air. Superboy, you said you were ready to launch an upper.
Yeah.
Alright.
So I rush towards him. I slide under him like I just slide right under him. It's like that pose, you know that pose. Yeah. And then like I look up, fist back, boom.
All right.
Yeah, it's like the one from the the last few chapters of Dragon Ball. He uppercuts.
Yeah. All right. So you're gonna roll to directly engage Frat on that one, just to see how hard you hit him. You're still gonna hit him because he's frozen, but.
Right, and then that's. What label is that?
Plus danger.
Plus danger. That's what I thought. Okay, so. 9, so 11.
Okay, so you just straight up boom, crackacoom, and he just goes flying into the stratosphere for like a decent period. He's marked a condition now, and he's just out. Like he's gonna fall down in a bit, but he's not conscious where he's gonna fall. So you just took Mammoth out in one shot.
Oh dang! Okay.
So he's gonna
I-
fall, but he's gonna take a bit. All right, you've seemed to have stopped the immediate danger. Speedy's knocked out, and Starfire's still under that car. So I don't know if Raven, you want to try and help him out.
Help who? Speedy or
Speedy
or
and
Superboy?
Starfire. That's Speedy and Starfire are both still under that car, except Speedy's just like knocked out.
Okay. I am probably gonna run over to Roy first, and I can probably, if I could heal broken bones, I could probably like bring him to like revive him somewhat, right? I mean, that would be possible. So I can roll for that.
Yeah, so that would be Unleash Your Powers.
Ooh. 6.
Alright, that's a miss. So you don't revive Speedy, and you're messing around with his brain in there. It means that while Speedy's asleep and knocked out, he's having a really bad nightmare.
Oh no.
Okay. I tried.
Alright, so you're gonna Starfire's still like under the thing, you like help pull her out at least so she can move.
Can I push the car out of the way?
Yeah, there you can. That you don't need to roll for that.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I'm sorry. I didn't realize Starfire was under that. Sorry. My bad. I wasn't paying attention.
Well, Roy was body blocking her anyway, so it makes sense that like Roy would be like covering Starfire.
Yeah,
Even though
Roy's
Starfire
like
is,
unconscious on top of me, and I'm like, hello!
My bad.
I like crawl out from underneath like the car and unconscious Roy, and I just like vomit because I'm like totally spent.
Been there.
Oh boy. Robin, what are you? You're heading back now. You've managed to catch up with the rest of the team, and you see this. You see everyone kind of thing.
Oof. Okay. So I'm just gonna ask like straight up, like, is everyone okay? What happened? Is Mammoth taken down?
Yeah, he's not gonna be around for a while.
And as soon as you
Okay.
say that, you hear, boom, and he's just like
There he
cartoon dazed effect, like.
There he is.
Okay, Donna, do we know how far she got?
Yeah, Donna has made it to the prison.
Okay, so Vandal Savage is secure.
Donna has made it to the prison.
Okay, I'm gonna try and call it on my radio. Donna, are you at the prison?
Repeat.
Is
Donna,
she?
come in.
Yeah. Sorry, it wouldn't unmute. I just arrived here.
Mhm.
Okay. Just arrived. Everything seems to be alright. Knock on wood.
Okay, is Vandal
How are you
Savage
guys?
still in the restraints?
Because remember, Donna is underneath the thing, so she's just like put it down. She hasn't had a chance to like look in.
Okay.
Well, I haven't seen what's going on inside the convoy this whole time. I've just been under it.
Okay, so
what-
I'm gonna signal for one of Bruce's spare bat wings and get everyone on the ship together so we can fly out to where Donna is.
Okay, so about 5 minutes pass. It lands, and your guys hop in and head to Colmena Island. You land, you get down. I'm assuming no one has opened the thing yet or checked what's inside.
I mean, I want to.
We can now that we've all landed, and
Alright, so
I'm gonna-
Since Donna's there, she can check if nobody's around.
everyone's spooked.
I mean, I think you're the only person there, right?
Well, no, because
Go ahead and check
think
for
so
me.
right now.
There's the cops that are in the truck with Savage.
Yeah, just check.
So, like, if anybody's gonna check, it's gonna be you.
Okay, so I go in the back and just check to see if everyone's alright and everyone's still where they should.
Okay, so you opened up the door, and there is just blood everywhere.
Oh no!
Oh no.
You see the rookie has had his throat bitten out, and he's dead. You see the two cops in the front have been dragged from the seat through the glass wind, and they are just cut up and dead. And you see Vandal Savage's thing is open, and it written in not his blood, but the blood of the cops on the walls is always keep a hero on watch.
Do we get there?
So Vandal Savage has escaped because you all left him alone.
My bad.
Yeah.
Donna,
When we arrived,
Donna have noticed.
Yeah, that's weird that Donna didn't notice.
He's very good, and she was carrying a truck while a block was flying out. It's not hard to get in and out unnoticed.
I mean, it's still Robin's fault when it comes down to it. So, Donna, you tried your best.
okay, are we there? Are we there at this point?
Yes, you've landed.
Okay,
and you've
I'm
arrived.
pissed. I'm going in there, and I'm just like looking at the body of the cop that I was chatting with. Like I'm like just quiet. I'm just quiet. I'm like mad at Robin too, because I told him I should stay in here. I'm just gonna sit at the edge of the truck.
So no one else has like arrived to like sort things out, and it's just like you guys. There's no like prison guards or anything that have arrived just yet, so you have got a moment to just as a team reflect on shit that just went down.
I'm just gonna say the obvious and be like, you know, it was nobody's fault. We did the best we could. We couldn't help it. I mean, what were we supposed to do?
I'd
So
be
first-
feeling guilty for not even noticing anything.
So first order of business is we should all get checked out and make sure we're okay and no one's got any permanent damage, because we can't track down Vandal Savage if we're not at 100% after this.
Well, as I'm sitting, sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Okay, I'm just real quick thing. While I'm sitting at the edge, you can see like I'm holding, like I'm sitting down, holding my hands on the side, right, and it's just like crushed the completely like the side of the car.
And in response to Robin, I just say, like, I think I will be okay with just a little bit of rest. I just sort of overdid it. I am worried about Roy, though, who is still unconscious, question mark?
Very.
Roy's still unconscious. You can try again to wake him up.
And having a terrible nightmare.
Terrible, as we have met you on Induced Nightmares.
Yeah.
Never pleasant.
Oh. Oliver Queen in Black Canary's outfit.
Hey, that's some people's dream, isn't it?
I'm not gonna try to get him up again just in case I screw it up again. So if somebody else could try to wake him up, because I don't want to make it any worse.
I don't think we have any other way to wake him up, so we're just gonna let him sleep it off. We'll take him to a hospital when we wake up.
Robin doesn't have smelling salts?
I mean, I'm sure he does, but this is probably not the best time for that.
I mean, should I go for it? I can try again, but I don't want to like.
Raven inflicts mental trauma once more. At this point, in for a penny, right?
I mean, what do you think, Robin? Should I give it another go or just let him find his own?
You can try. It seems like Roy's been getting the beat up the most, and he never seems to actually be hurt by a bad guy.
Yeah, it's funny how that works. Alright, I'm gonna try again. Fingers crossed. Okay, 6 and 2 is 8.
Okay. So Roy, you get up, but it is not a pleasant, like slow arise. It's like you get up as if someone just poured cold water in your face. Like you jump up.
Sorry. You okay?
Am I breathing?
I mean, you're talking, so yes.
Then I'm fine.
Sorry about that. I didn't mean to mess it up, but I've been on the fritz ever since we started this mission, so I don't know what's going on, but glad you're in one piece at least.
I taste blood. Have I been bleeding?
Maybe?
Okay.
Roy,
Is-
I want to thank you. You did not have to throw yourself in front of that projectile for me. I forget what it was that he threw himself in front of.
Yeah, just like a bit of rock.
Of course I did.
Okay. I'm sorry I could not get the car off of us.
It's fine. You're okay. That's important.
And so are you. You are important as well.
I'll put a note on that. What? So, what did I miss?
Well, things are bad. We are all alive. The Teen Titans, I mean. Oh goodness. But I do believe this would constitute like a failure of a mission. He got away.
Okay.
Okay.
So what's our next move?
I just kind of like look up at Robin like,
We go home, we get cleaned up, we get some rest, and then we check in the morning and see what we can do. Because we're not going to help anybody in this condition.
I'm gonna grab Donna
Okay.
quick too. And talk to her once everybody's
We're
settled.
we're at the like wharf, or we're actually on the island, right?
Yeah, you're on the island right now. A couple of the people that were meant to transport the Fingan come up to you right now. And this female prison warden like walks up to you and she's like, oh, "We're Savage. What happened?"
He got away.
Oh Jesus! Are they?
What?
Are the officers?
And then Robin just like looks away kind of dramatically.
You kids head home. You don't want to. I don't want you to deal with the mayor from this. Go.
Well, you got 2 more incoming. Or wait, no, 3. There were 3 people.
Good job. Stay focused on the positive. You saved people today. Just head home. This isn't right. You should have not been brought on to something like this at your age. You're not ready.
I've been not ready for 7 years.
So I just walks away and like makes a couple of phone calls. It has to fill in everyone that Savage is out. And they've got a couple new arrivals to the Metahuman prison. So I'm assuming now, Raven, you have a convo with Donna now.
Yeah, because everybody else is kind of gonna do their own thing, so I'll go over and talk to Donna, and because I can see she's like upset, and I'm just gonna be like, "Hey, this wasn't your fault. You did everything you were supposed to do. I mean, it wasn't fair. They set us up for this, so don't take it out on yourself. It wasn't like you did anything wrong."
It feels like it because like not even part of your team, and I feel like I've just made a massive mess of things. I mean, why would I not notice something like that happening above me?
I mean, you were carrying a truck by yourself. It wasn't like you didn't have, you weren't preoccupied. I mean, we all messed up today, collectively. It wasn't your fault, or Robin's fault, or Superboy's fault, or Starfire's fault. Or Speedy's fault. Just everything just happened the way it did, and we were kind of set up. I mean, I don't think we were given what we needed to start this mission at all, and we didn't have the backup. We had 3 officers. That's it.
I just think I could have done better. Obviously, like, Wonder Woman could have done it better. Keeps going around her head.
But you're not Wonder Woman. I mean, you're your own person. You're not. We're not. Superboy's not Superman. Robin's not Batman. I mean, we're all different. We're not them. Speedy's not Oliver. It's we're all our own people. We're new at this. We just started this not too long ago.
My ear's gonna perk up at that comment.
I just feel very sad. That young
I'm gonna walk
people
over
lost
to-
their life that shouldn't have.
I'm gonna walk over to Donna and Raven and just kind of wipe the blood off of my face and go, well, there's not really much we can do right now. So, I still owe you lunch, don't I?
I believe so, yeah. I'm not very hungry right now.
There's a nice dumpling shop right off the wharf. Let's make a stop.
Go.
Let's make a stop before we head home.
Okay.
Maybe you should go by yourself. I have to go check on something else. You guys go by yourselves. I gotta go check on something. So just you go do that.
Away from everyone would be good. Yeah. Let's go do that.
All right. It's nice to get away sometimes.
It is. Nice. Have some time away from everybody else. That could just make you feel even more guilty.
So,
Well, that's why we're doing that together.
So Robin, Starfire, and Superboy, unless you have any things you want to make sure you do right now before I wrap up, now would be the time.
I think the general vibe is just Superboy and Robin both feel pretty guilty about the whole thing. And Robin's just not in the mood to, like, answer questions or figure out what's next.
Superboy's uncharacteristically just quiet. Nothing coming out of him. just still sitting at the edge of the truck.
So the camera moves around the Titans, and through the blood of the thing, and it goes directly to Robin, and his bloody nose is still pretty fucked up, and the whites of his IMS that's a little bit cracked now because of where he's been punched. Zooms into that, and we fade out. And we now go back to Stephen Flashman's office, where he has a large comical cigar and is raised up like this, and he's on the phone, and he's like, yeah, it was a fantastic success. They did it exactly like we wanted to. I think they've got the goods. I think the test worked excellently, if you ask me. And on the other end of the phone, you hear, well, it's not fair. They broke all my toys. And who am I going to work with now? They put all my teammates in jail. Ah, Gizmo, just calm down. Why don't we relax? Okay, they did the job. They showed that they can fight and protect. And so what if Savage is out? We can kill him later. It's not a problem. He's not going to tell anyone anything. And then, you just hear on the other side of the phone, Gizmo freaking out. He's like, yeah, but it's not... Oh, I'm sorry. You want to talk to him? Okay, I'll pass you on. And then Steven suddenly feels like a chill down his spine as he hears a familiar voice on the other side of the phone. And he's like, sorry, sir, I didn't mean to sound so exuberant. You wanted what report exactly? Oh, yeah, Starfire and Superboy showcase their genetic powers as perfectly. Robin? What about Robin? And you turn over from the phone, and you see on the other end a familiar one side black mask and one side orange Slade Wilson Deathstroke. And he closes the phone, and then we end this episode of Teen Titans Roll.
Man, this is my favorite one so far.
The implications.
Slade's
That ending, though. That ending.
The foreshadowing.
The floor shadow.
Oh boy.
I
Okay.
need to picture it later, Robin, just so I don't forget next session, because I will forget and you'll be all messed up next session then.
Okay. Wonderful. Alright, so, thing to say, two closing remarks as usual. Did this event bring you all closer as a team?
I feel like it did.
Yeah, I certainly
we
think it
went
did.
through fire together, and
Yeah.
there were multiple instances of us saving each other and working together, even though it didn't always work out. It was
Yeah, overall I gotta agree, even though Superboy's pissed at everyone.
What did I do?
You couldn't lift the truck, I don't know.
that was me.
He couldn't either, though! No. Starfire and... It's just really Robin.
I took a piece of cement to the face.
Yeah, I just was on the fritz. I couldn't really do too much of anything for anybody, so
It's
magic
fine.
power is not what they needed to be this session. But I'll make it up to you later. I'll make it up to Robin and Superboy later. But as of right now, I'm just gonna be Miss Moral Support now for everybody next session. I'll be like resident medicine woman and moral support. I'll take many roles next session.
The cleric of the group.
Pretty much.
Speaking of Raven, the next question I have to ask is, did this help you towards confronting your doom?
I would say yeah, just because we're closer as a team. So I think that's team building in general is helpful. But I don't think I have any marks right now either.
If you
Maybe
don't
I
have
do, let
any
me check and
marks, then just leave it as not. If not, take out the one you do have.
Yeah, my Doom track's clear right now, so we're good.
All good then. So yeah, that's about it. Unless anyone else has one from the go out, this has been a very exciting, action-packed, and emotional episode of Teen Titans Roll.
Yeah. I do have one question though. Is would Roy taking just a cinder block to the face count as making a sacrifice?
Yes, it would. You did. You did very
Okay.
sacrificial actions there.
All right, so I can mark off guilty.
Yeah, there you go. Well done.
Cool.
So yeah, with all of that said, thank you all again for listening, and we will be back next time to unravel some mysteries, and who knows, in the midst of all this, where the hell has the Justice League been? All of this and more will be answered, perhaps, maybe, or maybe not. Maybe we'll do something entirely different on the next episode of Teen Titans Roll. Thank you very much.
Teen Titans Roll.
Yay.